everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be making English muffin bread from Let Them Eat gluten-free cake. It's a blog by a woman named Kim and it is such a good recipe. So the first thing that you'll need is her gluten-free flour blend, which can be found on her blog and I'll link it below. We're also going to need some salt and some cane sugar and then some yeast. So this is Rapid Rise instant yeast and the Fleshman's brand is gluten-free and it served me well in this recipe. Now I won't go too much into detail about the step-by-step process to make the recipe because again this is Kim's recipe and you can find it on her blog, but it is pretty straightforward and I was wary of trying it in the beginning because in the past I've never had success with Rapid Rise instant yeast where you don't activate it before putting it into your batter or your flour blend or whatever. But in this case, I've made this recipe multiple times and each time it has come out so well. So I highly recommend it. And here I was just noticing like yeast is so interesting. It's crazy that it's alive and like look how funny it looks. Like it just sticks to the side. Anyway, once you've added your dry ingredients, just go ahead and mix them up together. And then you're going to need to get another bowl because next we're going to be doing our wet ingredients. So first we're going to add some milk and we are then going to add some water to that. And you need to heat it up in the microwave. It needs to be warm enough to activate the yeast once you add it to the dry ingredients, but not so warm that it kills the yeast. So about 90 degrees Fahrenheit. And then you go ahead and add the oil to the warmed water and milk mixture. And look how cool it is. It's like a lava lamp. I love it. So once you have those wet ingredients mixed together, with the mixer running on low, you're going to slowly add the wet ingredients. And the batter that comes out is going to be very wet and very thick. This is normal. This is how it's supposed to look. It looks delicious. And then you're going to cover it up and let it rise for about an hour until it's double in size. So this is the waiting game, and I think this is where I actually took the time to make some cookies, which you'll see here on the counter. So once the dough has risen, we then actually need to sort of push it down and collapse it, but at the same time add a baking soda and water mixture. And this is going to help give it that extra rise that it needs, and it makes it really airy. So you just mix it for about 30 seconds after adding that baking soda water mixture. And look at that. I'm going to let you listen. Do you hear those air pockets? So then you go ahead and add it to your loaf pan. I lined mine with parchment paper, but I also sprayed the sides because this does tend to rise again and sort of stick to the sides. And then we need to cover this again and let it do a second rise. This one only takes about 20 minutes, so definitely keep your eye on it. You'll know the second rise is done once it just reaches the top of the pan. And if you press on it, it should sort of slowly spring back. So then I just carefully remove the cling film. You can also spray the top of the cling film to make sure it doesn't stick. And it's ready to bake. If it does rise too much, don't worry. I have let it risen too much where it's gone like pretty significantly over the top of the pan. But it still comes out really well. And here's a lovely stock video of a woman putting her pan into the oven because I did not video that. So here you go. She has a lovely kitchen. And here we are. Here is our beautiful English muffin bread. Listen to that. Look how airy it is. It is so good, warm with butter. It's springy and delicious. And if you've been gluten-free for a while, you will love this. So I hope you give it a try. Let me know how it turns out for you, and I'll see you guys next time.